Well, our next conversation would have us speaking on the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, created to drive development across the region. You know that it has long walked a tightrope between promise and perception. In Delta State, billions have been allocated over the years, but how much has truly reached the communities? It is what we are talking about, and how far have these monies and what they are meant for been deployed. Recent site revivals, forensic audits, and talk of Project Light Delta, as well as other new works, may signal a shift, but questions around transparency, duplication of state efforts, and citizen engagement remain. We are interested today in looking at what the NDDC has done, what's pending, and what the people of Delta expect going forward, especially with the region's infrastructure needs still not yet met. We have joining us Griftson T, Omatusli, Special Advisor to Delta State Governor, Niger Delta Affairs and Braced Commission. You're welcome on the program. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you.
Yes, I'll kickstart the conversation by reminding you, of course, of the NDDC and the cardinal reason it was instituted, which is, of course, to serve as a healing balm to the different issues that the Niger Delta region and its people are faced with. And since the NDDC came on board, there's been different efforts that have been instituted, and we've seen different boards, of course, come and go. And we now have the Obuku-led board. And efforts, of course, have been made. Just recently, they celebrated 25 years of existence. And if you could just bring us up to speed with what the climate is like in Delta State, especially when we talk about the NDDC interventions and what it has been able to accomplish thus far. Are the people of Delta State satisfied with the level of work the NDDC is doing in Delta State?
Well, certainly, let me thank you again for inviting me on this lofty interview session. Once again, I want to say good morning. If you are in Nigeria, good morning, Nigerians. Actually, we are very revered governor came on board, Elder Honorable, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Obolowori. When he came on board, he has been trying all avenues of service to humanity in Delta State. And of course, NDDC is one of the key interventionist agency that we're looking onto to partner with the Delta State government in developing the state. But as you may know, you will note that since for about 2 years now, the government seriously is really struggling to see that we meet up with infrastructure development, we meet up with human capital development, we meet up with even economic development of Delta State. With the face of NDDC in Delta State, and of course, as you know, Delta State is one of the major contributors into the federation account. And today, if you look at the chart of allocations to the various states, which comprises the NDDC states, we discover that Delta State is on top of their chart. But to me, I felt because of the instability in the management affair of NDDC, much has not yet been felt in Delta State. I want to say this, that although we're striving hard, reaching out with them, there are a lot of programs out there, there are a lot of projects out there, both ongoing, yet to be completed, and even the completed ones. You know, when projects are being constructed in that manner, when projects are ongoing like that, sometimes people will feel that these projects that are abandoned, these are state projects. But most of these projects are of NDDC. So once again, I want to say, in as much as Delta State is concerned, yes, for about a year now, we're feeling the impact of NDDC. Because when you look at the states, recently, they flagged off a legacy project, construction of some major roads linking from Delta North to other parts of the state, and of course outside the state, Edo State. So once again, I want to say, with the present administration, with this present NDDC management team, they're striving hard to see that Delta's impact was interventionist agency.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr.
Are you there?
Griftson Omatusli,
Yeah.
for speaking with us. Well, I would also like you to bring us up to speed with the level of synergy that is being witnessed between the current NDDC board and the government led by Sheriff Oboribori in Delta State. What has it been like, the working relationship? Usually we talk about the issue of duplicated roles. You see the state government embarking on one thing, and you see the NDDC also trying to do the same thing. Has that synergy, the synergy that is existing between the government of the day and the NDDC, translated to roles being effectively shared so that we do not have a situation where we run into that confusion of knowing who is supposed to do what?
Yes, in the past we experienced such situation in the states. Road projects may be handled by state government. Within some certain period of time, we see that NDDC also have similar road or that particular road in their, and at the end of the day, the contractors or whoever that is there will be claimed that they have constructed roads, irrespective of or knowing to them that state government that have really completed the project. But recently, since since our governor came on board, there is this synergy between the NDDC and of course with the state government. And in anything they do, most times the Commissioner for Economic Planning, Finance, Special Projects, even the Secretary of the State Government, we've been attending most of their program and projects. During their last budgetary seminar, the conference which we held in Port Harcourt, all of these persons that I mentioned were present in those conferences, and at the end of the day, there is that cordiality between the state and NDDC. We worked on the budget together. Even the representative of Delta State in NDDC, in the board of NDDC, Chief Monday Ibuya, the chairman of the board, OAD, they were present in that August conference. And at the end of the day, we put up a lot of projects together with NDDC and of course the Commission of Economic Planning. Everybody will play a very pivotal role in ensuring that there is no duplication of projects. There are some projects we discover in these budgets that we felt that this project is supposed to go for this interventionist agency to assist in developing our state. And at the end of the day, those things are put together. And of course, I want to say, in the past 1 year, it has been very, very robust with the agency, unlike in the past. So I want to say, to me, the state government is really worried, and of course, interventionist agency, calling them, asking them what they want to do. In most cases also, if you want to do anything, if there are projects or programs they want to handle, they call on the state government, and we are there. We're all there for them. They are also there for us. We work together and see that projects are not being duplicated in their budgets.
All right, Mr. Griftson, there's also this issue of accountability where most times at the front burner of discussion, which at times affects project execution. Would you say that the Gbagbo-led administration has really been accountable?
Well, as you know, I am not a staff of NDDC. And besides, like as is rightly pointed out, in terms of budgetary provision and of local administration, they are up the task. Because, like I said, for this year, we are aware of the amount of funds that is earmarked on project for our states. He has made it transparent. He has also informed us at the state level. Like as I said in the last budgetary conference we held, those issues were discussed. And as I'm saying NDDC, they are trying to be transparent. But I may not say at this point that NDDC has done it when I know that we are just in the elementary stage of seeing the impact of what they promised our states. Because I know certainly in this year, there are a lot of projects they have set up to accomplish in our state, especially legacy projects. A lot of issues were touched on. Legacy projects as in terms of in the area of Delta North, that of Delta Central, and of course Delta South. Right. So not until they accomplish this mission, then I will now say yes, they are really accountable and transferable. For what we have learned in some few months ago, certainly they are very, very transparent to me.
All
They
right.
are transparent to some
Mr.
extent.
Griftson.
Thank you.
Mr. Griftson,
Yeah.
I have one
Sir.
last question for you before we let you go. I also see that you're affiliated also to the Braced Commission, and for the last decade, we've seen the Braced Commission go quiet. We're not really hearing much of it, while the NDDC is up and about doing all of this. And we remember that the Braced Commission was supposed to take care of the South-South, where the state governors of the region came together towards ensuring that it is able to control some level of dictates of what happens here away from the federal government. Just bring us up to speed with a 1-minute insight to what the Braced Commission is up and about currently in the South-South. Is it really working? Is it still working, or is it dormant?
Quickly, on Braced Commission, like you know, this Braced Commission consists of 6 states. That is Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Edo, and Delta states. And presently, I'm talking to you, the chairman of the Braced Commission Council, the council itself, because the council comprises the state governors and, of course, key players in the Braced states. And as you want, let me say this, when we came on board, the then chairman of the Braced Commission Advisory Board was, I think, the Bayelsa State Governor. After he left, the chairmanship shifted to Edo State under the leadership of our Army His Excellency Gasabaseki. And you know, Gasabaseki is no more in Edo State as the governor of Edo State. And
Okay, if we could just talk to
certainly meet and have another
Braced
experiment
now. Can we
to run the affairs of the commission. So for Braced, yes, Braced per se, I want to see, yes, they're trying to put up funds together to see an inter-state development of these states that I just mentioned to you. They're trying to see how they will come up with a very viable, accessible, and of course, good projects that will embrace these states. They are looking at business council. They're also looking at transportation. They are looking at infrastructure development, connecting roads from Delta, Edo to other Braced states, like that. So presently, things are not too well up there for the Braced states as far as the commission is concerned.
All right.
But certainly I know they certainly achieve their aims. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Special Advisor to Delta State Governor on Niger Delta Affairs and Braced Commission. Thank you, Mr. Griftson T. Omatusli, for speaking with us on Niger Delta today.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Griftson.
Thank you so much.
All right, so that's the size of Niger Delta today. Must thank you especially for sticking with us. Catch you again tomorrow for another fresh edition. My name is Xavier Robert.
And I am Siphon Ode. See you tomorrow.